Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. So much for tuning back in. I thought that I would come on here and give a quick income update for the month of May. The reason why I didn't want to just insert this into another video is because I need to keep the momentum going of regular videos. Otherwise, I take a break. And when I take a break, it's like a year. So I really need to get back in the habit and the regular uploads like I used to be a couple years ago. So anyways, I got my little pink jelly here. I got this at Walmart. I think it's the cutest thing. I think I got it around Valentine's Day. And it's like supposed to be like a gummy. And he's so cute. So, or she, I don't know. I have to think of a name. Because she has been part of my desk since, and she, I guess, is my budgeting buddy. So I've got my tool notebook here, and inside I have my May workbook. So many of you have requested to download this, and it makes my heart happy because I created this with both you and myself in mind, because I know how well this workbook works for me, and I know that it can do the same for all of you. What the heck is going on here? I still never transferred this to here. That could be a whole video into itself. So this was just like a page before I printed out the whole thing. This whole workbook is two-sided, as you can tell. So I need to transfer this information onto the main page, which the flip side to it is the calendar. So this has all my pay dates and also our bills that are due plugged into it. This is just for budgeting. And then when you get into personal, this is my, that's February. This is my 2024 work and home edit planner. So if you want that, you can also download that for free. You just have to request it. Both links are down below. And if I haven't gotten back to recent comments in the past couple days, I apologize. It was a pretty busy weekend. I hope everybody had a nice Mother's Day. But we were celebrating my mom and just enjoying the weekend. And then, of course, Sunday rolls around. You got to get ready for work and all that fun stuff. So thank you to everybody who has requested to download it. I'm very happy if you are enjoying using it. Make sure that you print it out double-sided, otherwise it won't print out correctly. What else? Let's see. All right, so my husband did get commission this month, and I always write here net, so the take home. And if you have a hard time remembering which term it is for take home versus pre-tax, net always made me think of like what you can catch in a net. So whatever you catch is what you get. So that's your take home. And then gross is your pre-tax amount of pay. So his pre-tax was right around $3265.45. Let me do a little bit of math for you because you're going to say, girl, there is no way he got $2,000 taxed on his check. And you're right, there is no way. But $3265, and I'm using rough numbers for this part because I didn't see his actual pay stub, and I will see that, and also his base pay stub. But his base pay is about $1,800 pre-tax, and he goes home with about $1,200. So let's see how much that is. So $1,800 minus, I'm curious, 29%. Yeah, so we're taxed at about 29 to 30%. And he and I are both taxed the same. We file the same with our taxes, but we're both in the same percentile. So yeah, so he comes home with 12 something for his base pay. So he got about $3265 in commissions this month pre-tax. So let's take off $1,800 right off the top because that's what they do. They take off $1,800 because his base pay comes out of his commissions. That's why sometimes recently, because he gets no commission doesn't mean that he didn't sell anything. It just means he didn't sell enough to cover the base. Now, if this was what they call a draw, he would owe them money the following month. because he can't cover his base pay. But this is not a draw, this is a base. So he doesn't owe them any money if he doesn't make $1,800 in commissions. Anything that he makes over and above $1,800 pre-tax becomes his commission pay. So this was his commission pay. So let's do about, I'm gonna do 28% to see how that works out. 1055. See, I'm off just a little bit because his actual net pay was $1136.01. So I would actually need to see the pay stub to be exact, but it's in the ballpark. So you guys know what I'm saying. So we're taxed at about 29%. His base is $1,800 minus 29%, and that's his take home. But for now, he doesn't get that until the 30th. So for now, that's a commission. So his commission sales this month were almost $3,300. I would be comfortable saying that. It could be a little bit more, maybe $3,400, but that's how much he sold this month. And well, that's how much his commissions were. So he ends up with $1,136 because they took the base pay off, and here was his take home. So my pay number 2 is coming this Friday. Then his base pay on the 30th, and my third pay of the month, which this is a unicorn month. There's 2 of them a year, and I've talked to you guys about that. I get 26 pays per year because I'm paid bi-weekly. So 2 months out of the year, I get that third pay. And I used to not think of it as bonus money because I used to not pay our bills a month in advance. So I really wasn't feeling it either way. I was just like, okay, you know what? It's 2 weeks from now, it's payday again. It's 2 weeks from now, it's payday again. But when you pay your bills a month in advance, and then you have this amount to work with, in this case for June, you really do see the difference. And I'm glad that I'm doing it that way. So if you're interested in maybe how you can get a month ahead in your bills and expenses, I did do a video recently on here and on TikTok, and I think it was called something like Sidestep Your Way to a Month Ahead or something like that. And the reason why I said sidestep is because you're really not getting ahead. You're really just making a lateral move because you're still paying the same amount of bills. You still have the same income. You're just buying yourself some breathing room in the current month that you're paying. So as you can see, these were all our monthly bills for May. These were the actuals that we paid out, and we had some additional expenditures, which we don't typically have. But this was everything that we had going out for the month of May, which came out of April's money. So now we're working on June. Now this was my cover for June. It looks exactly like May, but I decided to switch it up. So I did make a new one, and I'm probably going to be dropping this tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to aim for tomorrow evening. I'll keep you posted. That's why I said I really want to do this for subscribers, because subscribers are here for generally the majority of the videos, and that way I can kind of announce these things, you know, in the video, in the description. But I just want to let you know that I'm going to be dropping the June download very soon. You can download this and print it out like I have here. I'm a little too close. Like I have here if you do paper planning. You can also, I have this hole punch for a tool notebook or a happy planner, but you can also 3-hole punch this, no big deal. Works the same, or you can even put these into sheet protectors, page protectors. I like that too. But anyway, so you can either print it out or you can save it to your desktop, and if you have something like Adobe Acrobat, you can make a fillable PDF and you can use this for electronic budgeting. So whatever suits you, whatever method you're comfortable with. But June coming with a new cover, which means I had to do something new here because this didn't go. And as far as the other changes, that's pretty much it. The sinking fund looks a little different, but these pages really never change. And this is my own layout that I came up with several years ago because I needed something. This is actually how I would draw my budget layout every week or every payday before I had printables. I would literally draw this into a notebook. So if you're somebody who doesn't even have a printer and you're like, oh, you know, I still want to do something similar because that method looks like it would work for me, take a screenshot and then draw it out. I used a ruler. I used a good fine tip pen, and I used a spiral notebook. You guys remember those days. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I've done all kinds of methods until I settled on this one. But anyways, I'm starting to ramble, so I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everybody is off to a good start of the week. Tomorrow's Wednesday already, so we are halfway there, almost. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow with the June budget workbook.